Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying a full face of new makeup from Sephora. So I did a big haul. I bought enough products to do pretty much a full face, so let's get into it. So we're starting off with a bare face. I don't even have all my skincare on because there's skincare that I actually bought from Sephora and I wanted to try. Sometimes I feel like these clips don't hold my hair back well enough, so I need to do like headband plus clip, but now I look kind of crazy. First I got the hydrating serum. This has like ceramide, squalane, glycerin. This is supposed to just be like literally just a hydrating serum. And then I also got the hydrating milky toner. I don't usually go for like super hydrating products. My favorite hydrating product to use is the Skin Recovery Mist from Glymed Plus. That's like kind of the extent of like the hydration that I'll use. That and like a hyaluronic acid serum. But because a lot of hydrating products are kind of formulated more for like a dry skin, I have an oily, acne prone skin. A lot of the times they're like a bit too heavy for my skin type. And then they break me out, which is not fun. I think I'm gonna do the milky toner first. So I'm just gonna put a little into my hands. It's a lot like more watery than I expected. I feel like some of the other milky toners I've tried are a little bit on the thicker side. It doesn't have a smell, which is nice. This feels really light and like hydrating on the skin. I like it so far. This also has Cica in it. I really like Cica for like reducing redness. Ooh, okay, wait, this is the hydrating serum. I was not expecting it to be this thick. Do you see that? It's thicker than the milky toner. I was kind of expecting the opposite. Again, this doesn't really have a smell, which is great. Also, whenever I do my skincare, I do take it down to the neck and I put it on my ears and the back of my ears as well. And my arms. Because there's always, like, I always put too much in my hands. So I'll just put it on my arms. And I get a lot of compliments on having really soft hands and arms. And I think this is why. Obviously, I don't know how my skin's gonna react to these, but so far I do really like the way these feel on my skin. I'm just gonna use my comfort cream from Glymed Plus. This is my everyday moisturizer. Okay, so I have a new like primer kind of to try. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I've heard so many things about this. I don't know why, I just don't have high hopes for this product. I feel like my skin is not gonna like it, but we'll see. Okay, it kind of just feels like a lip balm. I'm gonna take a little scoop, just a teeny tiny bit, and then it says to tap it in. So I'm gonna go in my T-zone naturally. And I think I'll do my nose as well. It smells good. It kind of smells like skincare. Like it smells almost like medicinal, or like it has some sort of like essential oil in it or something. I like the smell. It's almost like minty, or like, I don't know, what is that? There's ginger root oil and meadow foam. Okay, maybe it's the ginger. I don't know. It smells, I like the smell, honestly. It smells like skincare to me. Did that blur my skin? Not really, but I guess we'll see with makeup on. Okay, I bought a few complexion items to try. So I really want to try this Ilia Skin Blur Serum Concealer. I've heard good things. The packaging is gorge. Like, it looks so high quality to me, and it's so simple and pretty. I love good packaging. Okay, little doe foot. We love that. I'm gonna try on some of my blemishes and see if it covers it up. I didn't buy any new brushes, so of course I'm using my Hourglass concealer brush. Okay, I feel like a little goes a long way with this because I just put like one dip into the pot and I'm able to like spread it around multiple areas. Hey, wait. This concealer is tea. Hold on. Okay, so a little definitely goes a long way, and the coverage is great. I wasn't expecting it to be this high coverage. I actually think I want to try this under my eyes instead of like on my blemishes. Now, I don't know if it's the skin prep, but I feel like my like texture is kind of showing. Like you can see the little like peach fuzzies on my face. I don't know if it's the concealer. I don't know if it's my skin prep. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's kind of clinging to my little peach fuzzies. You might not be able to tell on camera. It just looks a bit like dry in that area, which is weird because we did a lot of like hydrating skin prep. So I feel like it might be the concealer. Okay, on this bad boy here, this is literally like completely flat. It's just a scar, so this should be able to cover it up. I bought another shade of the NARS Soft Matte like pot concealer. This is a little bit lighter than the shade I have now. I thought I had the lightest shade, but turns out I didn't. So I'm just gonna grab the teeniest bit and put it on the blemish. I think I like this shade better for my skin, like on a like bare face, because you can't really tell the difference between that and my skin. So I think I like the shade better than the one I have now. This is the shade Chantilly and I have the shade Vanilla, but I like that. You literally can't see it. It's perfect. I'm gonna cover up these ones with the same NARS concealer. And I don't have that like dry looking skin. It's not clinging to my little peach fuzzy, so I fear it may be the Ilia concealer. Now that it's settling, the coverage is starting to go away. Like you can kind of see those spots again. So I'm gonna use the NARS concealer just over top. I think I'll try the Ilia one under my eyes, and then if I don't like it there, then it's just not good. I also repurchased the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I haven't used this in a long time. This used to be my like everyday go-to concealer. I feel like before I started using the Hourglass, this is what I would use. So I kind of want to try it again and see if I like it. A little bit, just like right here on the outer corner of my eyes. And then I want to try the Ilia one on like right here under my eyes. I feel like I remember this being good, but maybe like a little bit less coverage than I like, or there was something about it that I was like, not 100%. I feel like my Hourglass concealer does have like a little bit more coverage. Like this one is just a bit more natural. Okay, we're gonna go back to concealer very shortly, but in the meantime, I do want to try some of the foundations that I got. So first we got the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is supposed to be like the more dewy finish one, I think. And then I also got the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation, which I did talk about this in my Sephora sale video that I made before this, because I was thinking it might be similar to my original MAC Studio Radiance foundation that I have. This one says Serum Powered Foundation, and then this one says Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. So I don't know if there's going to be a difference between the two. I also do like, I like the pump here. It's similar to the MAC Fix Plus. You know the MAC Fix Plus spray? It kind of has the same, like how you can close it and open it. I like that. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit on my hand. Definitely not as runny as the other one that I have, but still is kind of that like liquidy consistency, which is nice. I'm going to take my Hourglass foundation brush and just pick up some and try it on my cheeks. We also have to keep in mind, if anything looks funny in the T-zone, then we have to blame it on Danessa Myricks. Okay, so far the finish is really pretty. Like there's definitely that like radiant finish that it claims to have. I feel like this might be like a beauty blender type situation, just because you can kind of see the brush strokes with this and it's looking a little cakey. So I think I'm gonna go wet my beauty blender, come back and try and blend it out with the beauty blender. It's giving you're wearing foundation and I can tell, so let me wet my beauty blender, girl. Okay, immediately like the finish is looking way better with the beauty blender. I feel like sometimes these like serum-y type foundations do look better with the beauty blender. Like something about that like wet application just makes it look a little more like natural. See what I mean with this freaking NARS concealer that I was mentioning in my last video? As soon as you put something on top of it, the coverage goes away. Like I think it's just a like after foundation type of concealer. You cannot put it on first because there's no point. Okay, so far I really like the finish of this with the beauty blender. It's so natural and like pretty looking, and I feel like with a bit of concealer the coverage is like perfect for me, because I don't want it to be like boom, like full coverage. I kind of want something a little more natural, and then like if I want to I can build it up. I want to try the NARS foundation on this side of the face and we'll see which one's better. I'm expecting this one to be a little thicker. Oh, okay, no, this is like just as runny, if not more actually. I wiped the foundation off this brush so we can kind of go in with like a clean slate. But unfortunately guys, I only have one Hourglass brush. Okay, if anyone wants to buy me a new one, then I can really do like a full full application with a clean one, but this is what we're working with so far. Okay, I feel like the coverage on this side is a little bit better than the MAC side. And honestly, the application with the brush is nice. I'm gonna try with the beauty blender too, but I do like the brush application. Like I would do it again with the brush. Honestly, it looks the same with and without the brush, so I would just use a brush to apply this one. Maybe if you need a beauty blender in like certain areas, you could use it, but I don't really think it made much of a difference. And I have to say, my T-zone looks the same. Like, it doesn't really look like I have any extra blurring on my T-zone. It literally looks exactly the same. Guys, I have to be honest, I think I like the MAC foundation more than the NARS one. This side looks like ever so slightly like I'm wearing more makeup. This side looks like super natural. It just like kind of evened everything out. I'm gonna take a little more of the MAC foundation and see if I can kind of build up the coverage. Okay, so this is the foundation application done. I'm really liking the MAC one. I might return the NARS one. It just didn't really like impress me more than the MAC one. I'm gonna go back in with the NARS Pot Concealer and I'm just gonna go over those spots. And yeah, this one's definitely much lighter than shade Vanilla. Like, you can even see the difference between where I put it and like the foundation. Okay, so now that our base is all even, I think we can go in with some blushy. I told you guys I was gonna buy the Rhode blush in the shade Piggy. I got it. I got it! Yes, bitches!
Chocolate vanilla swirl with Cookie Crunch, please.
With this product, I always go in with my brush and then apply it to the face instead of just like dragging it on. I feel like it'll like move my foundation underneath. Okay, yeah, this is exactly the shade I was hoping for. I'm so confused by this like Danessa Myricks product that people rave about. Like, I'm like, I feel like it did nothing. I feel like it literally looks the same. Like my T-zone versus the rest of my face. Like, I'm so confused. We're all blushed up. Perfect. Also, if I look like I have no upper lip, I mean, I do have foundation on my lips right now, but I'm also going to get my lip filler touched up today. I went and got my lips dissolved. Well, not really. I did like the borders of my lips and then a little bit under here. To be honest, I feel like they kind of look the same. So I don't know if I'm going to do more dissolver today or if I'm just going to fill today, because I feel like I don't want to go that much bigger, but I definitely want to just kind of like fix up the shape a little bit. But yeah, if I look like I have no upper lip, I'm about to get one, so don't worry about me. Okay, I don't have a cream bronzer to try, so I think I'm just going to skip that step. I'm just going to go on with the Ilia concealer under my eyes. I want to see how it looks under the eyes. I definitely think if you like a more natural looking concealer, this is a really nice one. Me personally, I do like a little more coverage under my eyes just because I feel like you can kind of still see the fact that my under eye is like a bit dark. Maybe on like a no makeup day, this would be really cute. Like, I definitely want to give this another try. I don't hate it, but I feel like it's just a bit natural for me for today. So I'm going to use the NARS Creamy Radiant over here and just add a little more coverage. See how that just kind of brightened up my eyes a little bit? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so that was all of the new cream products that I have to try. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I also don't have any new powders to try, so I'm gonna set my face with my regular powders and then come back and we'll try some new powder products. Okay, so my face is set with powder. Honestly, everything looks good. The only thing I'm not loving is my under eyes. I feel like I typically like a brighter under eye. I just think it was like the concealer coverage wasn't enough for me. I think I do prefer my Hourglass concealer. Ooh. Okay, so I do have a new blush and a new bronzer to try. I think I want to do the bronzer first. This is the Rare Beauty Warm Wishes Powder Bronzer. I'm super excited to try this. I have the shade Summer Feels. Summer Feels, guys. Summer. It's freaking summer. Do a little swatch of this on my hand. Oh, okay, wait. This is super light. Nice, pretty light bronzer. You guys know I mention this like every time I'm talking about bronzer. I'm so pale. I feel like every bronzer just looks super dark on me. So I'm kind of, you know, I've been on the hunt for a nice light bronzer. Okay, so the pigmentation is good. It's not like too much, but I only had to go in and dip like a 1-2 time. Okay. It looks crazy on camera, but I promise in person it really doesn't look like that much. I think once I put the powder blush on, it will look less crazy. I'm also going to take a little and just do some nose contour. I've been really fucking with nose contour lately. Even the nose contour is looking kind of crazy on camera, but I don't think it looks that crazy in person. You know what? We'll judge the final look in the end. This is a work in progress, okay? Let's not hate just yet. So for powder blush, I have the Say Super Suede Radiant Blush Powder. So I was hoping these would be similar to my Rare Beauty blushes. I think Rare Beauty is a little bit more glowy. I'm not sure how I feel about this just yet. I think it might be my lighting. It's making it look so crazy on camera. I look like a clown on camera. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is not my favorite blush. I don't think I'll be keeping it. I definitely prefer the Rare Beauty. This just kind of, I don't know if it's the shade or if it's the formula. I just don't really love it. Like, it looks a little muddy on me, I feel like. Sorry, girl. You're going back to the stove. It's not bad, I just don't love it. I feel like I just look like an Oompa Loompa. Yeah. Yeah. I did repurchase my Anastasia Brow Freeze, so we're gonna go in with this and see if I still like it as much as I used to. But I'm gonna fill in my brows first, and then because this is just a clear brow gel, I'm just gonna use this after my brows are filled in. So okay, I did my mascara off camera too. I tried a new mascara, not from Sephora. I tried the Maybelline Firework mascara. Garbage. Okay, back to my freaking tried and true Better Than Sex mascara. I will never switch up on her. I'm gonna go in with just a little spoolie with the Brow Freeze. I like this because it's not too like crispy. It doesn't make my brows look crunchy. It just kind of puts them where they need to go. I do want to brush off this bake that I have going on and see if that kind of helps with the muddiness. I don't think I like that Say blush, honestly, and I don't really know how I feel about that bronzer either. I feel like I'd rather just use my Makeup by Mario that I've been like kind of liking. Yeah, like this just, something just doesn't look right, you know? I think I'm gonna go in with my tried and true, the Westman Atelier Light Up Highlight Stick. Just wanna add a little bit of something, a little bit of dewiness, a little bit of natural vibes. Also, I have to apologize. I feel like my posture has been horrendous this video. Like, my mirror is a little bit like lower than my like gaze, so I kind of have to go like that to look at it. And I feel like that just makes me look like a crushed bug. Like, ew. I'm so sorry. In person, that did something. I don't know about for you guys, but that did something for me. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of nose highlight with my Rare Beauty highlight. This is not new. Again, this is something I already own. So I did not buy a new lip liner this time. However, I did kind of re-up on my Charlotte Tilbury lip liners recently, so I guess this kind of counts as like, oh my god, it's new. It's a new pencil, so good enough. This is the shade Iconic Nude. I do have a new lipstick to try. So this is the MAC, what the hell is this called? Hold on a minute. MAC Zimol. I don't know why that messed with my brain. I thought it was saying MAC Ziminal, and I was like, what is that, guys? I don't know what that is. Maximal Sleek Satin. So this is like a satin lipstick in the shade Pink Peppermint. I wanted something to kind of put in the middle of my lips. MAC has such like a sexy lipstick tube. Like, I love the MAC lipstick tube. It's so cute. It has that like iconic MAC lipstick like smell and taste. I love it. It's so like nostalgic for me because my mom used to wear MAC lipsticks and I would steal them from her. Are you kidding? That's like the prettiest color ever. Okay, this isn't a new product, but I'm just gonna go with the NARS Turkish Delight lip gloss on top. Too cute. Too cute, guys. I did buy like the jumbo of my Say setting spray, so I guess this is technically a new purchase, guys. Let's try it out. I mean, I'm hoping it works the same as the mini one. I would freaking hope so. Okay, but yeah, this is my little full face. Honestly, now that it's done, my setting spray is still a little bit wet on my face, but now that it's done, like the completed look is cute. I'm not mad about this full face at all. I will say it's a little more like bronzy than I would typically go for. I usually do more of like contoury shade than like a warm bronzer, so maybe that's why I feel like I look a little muddy. My final thoughts on some of the products though, I think I will be returning the NARS foundation. I think I will also, I want to give this Rare Beauty bronzer another try, but I might be returning this just because I don't think I like it more than my Makeup by Mario, so I don't really see a point in keeping it. I'm definitely going to return the Say blush just because I don't really think I need it. I feel like I'd rather use my Rare Beauty than the Saie one. Like, I'm just not gonna reach for this. And the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, like, honestly, I feel like I will give it another try, but I don't know. Maybe it'll help with like the wear of my makeup. I'm gonna try and do a wear test today and like check back in later and see if it made a difference. But I feel like it didn't really make my makeup look any different than it normally does. Also need to give this Ilia concealer like one more try, I think with like a more natural beat, because I didn't really love it with this makeup. Like my under eyes, I went back in with the NARS one anyway, so I feel like what's the point of keeping this? Honestly, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and return it. I just really like the packaging, that's why I want to keep it. Like, it's so cute. I love the frosted glass and like the font, but I cannot keep it for that reason. Even this, like, this packaging is so cute. I would put this in my junk journal. What? Oh, and as for the Byoma skincare stuff, I definitely want to give this stuff a second try. I really like the way it felt on my skin. We'll see if it does break me out. But yeah, it made my skin feel nice and hydrated, so I'm definitely not mad at this. I'm looking forward to like trying it a little more. Yeah, this was my full face. If I remember, I'm gonna do a little wear test and I'll insert the clips now. I just wanted to do a little check-in for the wear test. So I did lose makeup on my forehead here and a little bit around my mouth because I did some forehead Botox and lip filler today. This makeup actually wore really well. I always lose like a little bit of coverage on my cheeks throughout the day, no matter what foundation I wear. I think that's just what happens when you wear light coverage foundations. And honestly, my T-zone looks pretty good too. Usually I'd be like extra oily by now, but it's not bad. Maybe Danessa Myricks was onto something. I might have to give her another shot. I think the makeup product that wore the worst is probably the bronzer, because I definitely still have like a good amount of blush on, but I feel like my bronzer on, like, I didn't wipe off like the perimeters of my forehead. I just did like around here just to get rid of like these lines. Same with my cheeks. They're pretty like blushy, but I don't feel like I see as much bronzer. Actually, maybe I do. Well, anyways, everything wore pretty well, so there's my little wear test. Thank you guys so much for watching.